Welcome back, everyone. Hope you guys are all enjoying your long weekend and happy first day of September as well. So let's get ready and have an amazing end to the year. And even if you've struggled or had some losses, it's okay. It's part of the game. But 1 week, one good trade can totally change how your account looks right now. So stay focused, focus on A plus setups. You do not need to take every single trade. You don't have to take every single alert either. If you stay focused and you buy with time, especially if you've been struggling with day trading or scalping or shorter swings, just focus on the longer term swings or focus on shares as well. You can totally grow your account very easily. We do have quite a few key events coming up this week as well. We have the jobs reports that are going to be coming out for the August month. And we also have the Fed Beige Book that is going to be coming out 2 p.m. on Wednesday. And we have, what else? We have the non-farm payrolls are coming out as well. No, sorry, non-farm employment change is also coming out on Thursday, and non-farm payroll unemployment is coming out on Friday. And then for the next 2 weeks, we have quite a bit of data, which I will keep you guys updated on it. We got PPI, CPI, FOMC, and interest rate cut decisions going to be coming up as well. This week, we might see some chop as well or sideways price action. But if we start to see some of these tweets about the September rate cuts, and volatility can pick up. So you could get some really good opportunities. I'm going to spend some time on some individual names going over monthly, weekly, and daily charts and talk about some of the stocks that are pretty good for long term if you were to buy leaps or pick up some shares. So I really want everyone to focus on the longer game as well while you learn on the day trading and scalping. Honestly, you do not need to trade every single day. If your A plus setup is ready and you are taking those trades, you could be, instead of going with 5 contracts, go with 10 contracts. You could hit your weekly goal in one trade. So please go back, review your trades, look at where have you been struggling, where have you not followed your plan, and stick to your plan. If you have rules, those rules are for a reason. So please stick to that. And I am really excited to start our $2,500 account challenge as well, which I'm going to share more details in the group tomorrow. So if we have a good setup tomorrow, hoping to start, if I have transferred the funds into the new account. So hopefully those are settled tomorrow and we can start. Otherwise, whenever the funds get settled, we will get started on it. Okay, let's get into the charts and see what we have in plan, have for us in here. Let me share. Okay, perfect. So let's start with SPY first. So SPY is in between key levels. So we are between 647 and 645. We do have 641 here and neckline from the 1 hour time frame as well. So just going to show it with the extended hours on. You can turn the extended hours off as well. You'll see it pretty clearly. So this is inverted head and shoulder, and we are right at the key neckline as well. So depending on if we start to break below 641, so 641 is key. If we see 641 is taken out, then this is definitely invalidated, right? To the upside, we need to see a momentum and a volume candle that can continue to move higher above 645, break it with volume, and then we could target our 650, 652, and 654 to the upside of it. So daily definitely could show us some pullback as well, or maybe a sideways price action for a few days, because weekly, not much is happening. We currently actually have an inside week here as well, and monthly still pretty bullish candles. So there's not really a reason for us to be completely bearish unless we are taking out the 641, 640 area, and then we know that that's been invalidated and we could continue to sell off to the downside. There are quite a bit of calls on VIX and puts on SPY. However, they bought time on it. So because they have time on it, they have the money to average in, average down on it. We don't, right? So I'm not going to say that we have to start our puts right here or do this. I'm more in a favor of doing some day trades or scalps plus leaps. This is where I stand right now, just because where the market is. I'm not a big fan of doing shorter term swings right now, unless I've made the money during the day trades or on my scalps. So I'm risking very little amount on doing that. However, right now is the time where we could be starting to build our positions into some of the names that could actually really truly break out, and we could get those 100%, 200% very easily, stress-free, if we stick to the plan. Okay, let's get started. So first, I'm going to just go through the names that we regularly trade, and then I'll go into the stocks that I'm currently watching. So we'll start with Apple. Apple has a pretty bullish flow as well in the system. And as I said, we have broken out of the 225. Apple, I've been saying it for a while, that is definitely behind, has a room. I think Apple can continue to the upside as well. We could see 250 very easily on Apple. So definitely a bullish side. As long as we hold 225, I am looking for this name to continue to the upside as well. Let's look at AMD. So these are some of the names that we trade pretty regularly. So if tech is weak, tech is going to be pulling back. The first thing I want to see on AMD is to lose below 158. If we start to lose 158, our next target is this tiny gap right here in the 147 to 150 area. Otherwise, if we are breaking to the upside, wait for it to break 170 and then continue. We do have a tiny gap to fill here. And there is a very much possibility AMD could get to 200 as well. Amazon is another name that have seen a bullish flow, but they're buying time on it. So you want to be careful where you pick up your swing. I'm currently holding my leaps. I have taken profit, but I'm still holding few. Stop loss would be, if you are looking to enter, this would be your stop loss, 223.55. If it is breaking below, you want to be cautious about it. Trend could change. However, to the upside, I think Amazon could put us into a brand new all-time highs as well. 250 to 253 is an easy target. However, this could see a pullback. So keep that in mind. Let's go to next. BA. BA has reached the full target for me, but I was looking for it into the 239, 240 area before. But now where we are, we could see some chop. Or if we break 240, we do have a supply to the upside that could get tested and BA could continue. And BA have a room on the monthly and weekly time frame as well. Okay. What other things do we trade? Let me go to Google. Google is another name. I've been saying it for God knows now how long. And we've made this beautiful move up. And if you've been in the swing with me for the long-term leap, those leaps are up almost 400%, and it's been stress-free. And I don't think so Google is done. I think Google has a room to continue to the upside. It could easily break the 220 and we could see 224 and then some pullback and then continue to the upside, because the monthly and 3-month still have plenty of room to continue as well. Like, look at that. That is a beautiful candle on the monthly. We just swept the previous high as well. So this is definitely setting up really, really nice. That monthly is looking beautiful as well. So any pullback is an opportunity to buy on Google. I don't think so Google is done yet. Okay, everyone's favorite. Let's go to Meta too quickly. So Meta, we do have this gap that it needs to fill. We did fill about 50% of this pullback and bounced from it. Totally didn't fill the full gap. However, if Meta is showing weakness and it loses 730 to 729 area right here, we could continue and fill the gap. And depending on what kind of candles we print at 700 and 705 is held, could give us another opportunity to buy for a swing with the time on, and it could bounce very nicely. Meta doesn't stay down for too long. Next up is, let's look at, where did my Microsoft go? Microsoft. So this name has pulled into the 500 area, and we've been holding the 500 pretty quickly. I mean, it captures the 500 quickly, has not stayed below 500. So this name could go back and retest the 520 to 534 area easily as well. This is a small supply zone right here as well. So if it come back, this would be a chance where you want to watch how the 530 reacts to it. Let's look at Netflix as well. Netflix is, as long as we hold above 1179 right here, or even 1196 area or 1200 area Netflix is holding, this could also go back and test this supply zone into the $1,300. So that's a good $100 bounce on Netflix as well. NVIDIA earnings pullback that happened on it. We did take a loss. This was, we knew that if it doesn't go in our favor, we're okay with taking the loss. This was a pretty much, what's the word for it? We were following the flow. So it did not work out on this one. Right now, where we are, I would not mind NVIDIA to pull back into the 165 to 164 area right in here and then bounce. However, if it holds 170, just like AMD, this could continue and bounce strong to the upside. There was a lot of buying happening on Friday on the floor when this pullback was happening. Okay, what else do we want to look at? Okay, let's look at Tesla. Man, this guy needs to get out of this 320 to 350 area that we've been stuck. So we need to see this either break above 350 and continue test this supply zone. If we pull back, we want it to first hold 330, and then next is hold this 321 area. So again, this is more of a day trade than shorter swings. I'm just being cautious. If you want, buy time on it. Okay, I think that's it. We'll get into some of the trades that we are watching. So let's start with CLF. I'm going to start with the larger time frames. I'm really not going to focus on the smaller time frames. This is looking a beautiful morning star pattern, and this is 3 months time. So when I am looking at 3 months and monthly, and the contracts are pretty cheap for these names, you should go out to 2027 contracts. I would not look at anything below that. I'm going to give you names that are should be filled in everybody's range, from who wants to buy a $50 contract on a leap to somebody wants to put $5,000 on a leap as well. So this is one name I would definitely be watching to see this week how the setup comes through. Monthly looks beautiful as well. As long as we hold above 850, this could give you a easy $3 to $4 move, and that $3 to $4 move is going to be stress-free, without the theta decay, without any of the worries that you have on the time side of it. You could easily get 50 to 100% on your leap stress-free. If you want, picking up shares is also not a bad idea on it, because these names are small. So that's one. Marble is another name that you could watch. This is currently bearish. We are pulling back. However, it is not going to stay down too long. I do have this demand, which I am going to be watching before I jump into a leap. Again, I'm not taking a shorter dates. I'm kind of wait patiently for it to come into this area. As long as it holds above 51 to 54, anywhere in this zone, I'm a buyer, but I'm a buyer for a leap. Okay, so that's one thing that you can keep an eye on. Another, okay, there's some kind of item. AI. This is another name. I'm going to go to the larger time frame. This could continue to pull back a little bit more, but I think where we are, it most likely, as long as we hold the $15 mark on it, this is going to continue to move higher as well. So this is a good buy. I would look, if not shares, I would look to pick up leaps out to 2027. And your stop loss would be below 15. Personally, if it is pulling below 15 and I have 2027 contracts, I would look to probably add a little bit more as well. However, you can also, on any of these leaps or long-term trades I'm talking about, start with half. You don't have to go all in. Like if you're planning to pick up, let's say, 5 contracts, pick up 3 contracts, keep money for the 2. If you're planning to pick up 10 contracts, maybe pick up 5, keep funds for the 5. If it doesn't give you opportunity, it continues to move higher, look for another trade and use those funds for that, right? So have a plan. Like some of these are looking really, really nice. CNC is another name. We've been in it and our leaps are currently up. And this name could easily bounce back up to $40. So there is still room. Any pullback on it is an opportunity for you to get in. I'm loving this displacement. We got a big fair value gap, and that fair value gap lines up with our $38 to $40. And this, and we're already up about $30, $35. And I've talked about this leap for a while, and I've mentioned it in the group when I took it. So if you're in it, this is going to easily give us 100% as well. So any pullback with the stop loss with 25 is a great opportunity to get into it as well. TTD is another name that we've been watching. It does have a gap to fill as well. And monthly, still a little bit of a bearish candle. So any pullback you get into the $50 to $45, it's not a bad buy either. So even on the daily, looks like it wants to pull back. So if it does pull back and you hold above 50 level right here, look for some leaps. Look for a leap to the out to 2027 and do a starting position. If it pulls back into this zone right here, want to sweep the 46.98, and depending on the type of candle it's forming, I would be adding, this would be my last add to the leaps I am taking on it. Okay, let's see a minute. Not more of a leap trade on this one. This is more for a longer swing. So a swing that you could take out to for March contracts, as long as we stay above 157.59 area. I do like this name for an upside to fill this very nice gap as well. So let's mark our gap. Dump on the earnings. So I would look for a gap fill to the upside. So this is not so much for a leap, but for a longer swing on it as well. Okay, CLX. Another, we'll go down to the 3-month time frame. This could pull back all the way to 115 to 110 area if we do sweep all of this. Is a good name to keep an eye on, put some alerts on it. You could get a nice entry, and this could be a stress-free trade as well to the upside as well. Contracts are cheap. They're not that expensive, should fit into pretty much everyone's budget. We're still pretty bearish on the longer time frame. So any pullback into the 110 area and holds is definitely a good buy on this as well. I think I went over CLF. I think I did. I did. Okay. Next is Zoom. liking this hammer candle on the weekly, looks really good as well. Monthly, very nice. We took over the whole price from this month, and it has a really nice displacement on the 4 hour as well. This could be a nice longer swing, not so much of a leap. I would probably go out to March or June contracts on it. Could give you an easy $10 to $15 move on it, but make sure you buy time on it. Next one is XOP. I do like this one, has a nice on the smaller time frame. We got the nice inverted head and shoulder on it, so that's pretty bullish. And monthly hammer candle right out of the displacement on the 4 hour. Weekly buyers showed up. This is looking very, very nice on the chart on the longer time frame. So any pullback into this demand zone and it stays above 125, somewhere in the 128 area, and we stay above 125, is a good place to buy. Another one I would definitely buy out to maybe end of 2026 contracts on it. VIX, this one has seen a pretty big drop on it as well. Weekly, look at that beautiful morning star pattern, and buyers have stepped in. Not too late. This is just getting started. These candles are looking exactly like we saw April candles. So that's a beautiful monthly hammer candle right out of your optimal entry as well. And we are holding above 115, a place where you can definitely, contracts are a little bit on the pricey side, but this could be a kind of a contract where you buy it too and let you pay at least 100 to 200% on it. We have a nice gap to the upside as well. So could easily see 160 to 165 area on this name as well. Okay, SERV. This would be a longer swing, or shares. This would not be a leap, but I would definitely buy time on these contracts as well. And I think this could pull back a little bit more. There is a gap, tiny gap here. It fills. And the contracts are very cheap. Even if you want to buy a leap and forget about it, let it pay you 100%. Flow is phenomenally bullish, but it has been, it could pull back a little bit more. So as long as you stay above 850, it could continue to the upside as well. Next name is Starbucks. I think this might be getting ready soon as well. As long as we hold above 85 area, this could set up very nicely as well. I like the weekly candle. I always call these money candles. As long as we hold 85, this could be a nice like January or March contract swings as well, or a nice day trade on it as well. So something that you definitely want to keep it on your list. Could give you a nice day, $2-3 move that Starbucks can sometimes move. So clears 90, we can go for this gap to the upside as well. I think this is Lulu. Nope, I can't type Lululemon right there. So any pullback on this name, it's not going to stay down for too long. It is still in the demand zone. I still have my leaps on it. I got paid some, but I'm still holding majority of my position. There is a huge gap to the upside. If you were to jump in, hold it stress-free, let it marinate, let it work for you. You can keep funds. Any money that I make during the daytime on my day trades, I usually, take percentage of it and put it into my leaps. If it is pulling back, I'm not, using money out of my pocket. It's the money that I'm making it from my day trades and scalps as well. So keep that in mind. So we got Lulu. Did I miss anybody? Lily's already played. PLTR is another leap. This could actually pull back. I'm gonna delete these. I think this was, I posted the day we did the scalps. I will delete. Okay. This could be a little bit of a bearish pattern as well. We'll let Benita tell us if this is a bearish pattern, but I did see So this could be our bear flag. So if we start to break below here, and especially 150 to 148 area, 135 to 130 is definitely doable on PLTR. And this is where I am going to be adding and loading into my 2027 leaps. I even have some for 2026 as well. But this is where I will be definitely adding a lot more into PLTR if it does pull back to 148 and 145 area here as well. Did see some puts come in on Friday on 135 strike price. So again, I could hedge my position as well by just doing puts for, and whatever money I make, I keep it, and then I add it into my leads when it pulls back into the 140, 135, 130 area. This is where I would be loading into this name. Okay, I think this is it for me. And if you guys have any questions, please feel free to leave them. Again, this is not a financial advice. This is what I am watching. It's for educational purposes. And if this has helped you guys, please leave a comment, like, subscribe, and I'm excited to see what the market has for us in store for the next 3 months before we end the year strong. I am going to be taking limited trades, but I want to take good trades, and I'm excited to share all my charts with you guys. Whichever trade I will take, I will be letting you know exactly which strategy I'm using and why am I taking the trade. So really excited for everyone to level up, and let's see close the year strong. And I will see you guys tomorrow morning. Have a great evening.